You're live.
Am I live? I should probably switch this sound off though. Are we live?
It's going.
Did you click on the right one?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
The photo of us?
Yep, you're live.
Okay. Oh, there we go. We're live.
What's up, everyone?
What's up, everyone?
Should turn this a bit.
Just trying to figure out our setup here. What's up? What's
Brand
up?
new. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Morning from Florida.
What's up, Florida?
Durban, Westville.
Wistful.
I'd say it's good to see you, John, but I can't see your face. It's good to hear from you. Hello from Malaysia.
Hello, Mr. Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas. The SA accent. Hello, Ghana.
Hello, Van.
What's up, man?
Hoe gaan het, Chris?
How's everyone doing? Everyone in lockdown? Taking in? Can you speak a bit of South African? I think what I'm speaking now is South African.
Speaking English.
You mean Afrikaans? Hello, Almal, Khanat. That's some South African.
We do have PayPal. It's our email address, svladyafrica@gmail.com.
How do you say hello in German? Guten Tag.
Good.
Is it?
That's good day, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. Yes, we're still in Cape Town. Thanks so much, man, Benji.
Hey, Peter.
Smart lockdown. Hey, Mr. Peter. We like it. Hey, the South Africans are here, a strong force,
Yeah,
eh?
the South Africans are here for sure.
Sheesh, kebab. Malaysia.
Thanks so much, John.
Thank you. We've been working less.
Yeah.
Not. We've still been working.
Working hard. Those Vitas engines are running like a dream.
Who said that?
Hey, how's the Vitas engines running?
Hey, beautiful. We're connecting some lithium chargers to them at the moment. If I gave you a shot over here, everything's actually in a mess over there. But we've got some cool chargers going in to charge the lithium batteries from our Vitas engines. Hey, Mexico. Oh, New Mexico.
New Mexico.
How's it going, Mark? So we'll be able to leave South Africa, we're reckoning around level 2. We're currently in level 4, if you guys don't know. And so yeah, around about level 2. In the meantime, we're busy with one other project, and we possibly have a second lithium installation to do for another boat, which always helps, keeps us busy, keeps us working.
Yeah, build up the sailing kitty a little
North
bit.
Wales. How's it going, Ted?
Hey, Vegas.
How's the PTA? That is not in Afrikaans.
No, it's Dutch. Yeah, it is very Afrikaans and Dutch are very similar.
Don't expect me to read that.
Oh goodness, they're going too fast. I can't read all of you.
You guys gotta slow down.
Yeah, no, we're not bored yet in the.
No, we've got plenty of work.
Yeah, we've got so much work. It's.
You just gotta keep on going down.
Jeez.
You can't.
Okay.
When are we seeing the child on the channel? Oh, that's gonna be a little bit.
Yeah, no kids yet.
We have insurance problems with season in the Bahamas, so we're gonna hang south during hurricane season. So we'll probably be around Grenada or Trinidad, Tobago, somewhere around there for hurricane season. That's the plan. But we got a nice. We're planning on a nice time in Namibia and then do the islands a little bit. We're not gonna rush too much. Yeah, so that answers your question. Any stopovers between SA and the Bahamas? Yes. Namibia, St. Helena, Ascension, Fernando de Noronha, and then possibly up to Trinidad. We might do 1 or 2 on South America, but we're still going to see what happens there.
Thanks so much, Kempin.
Thanks so much, man.
Appreciated. Yes, we will be crossing the Atlantic Ocean, and we don't know when lockdown will be over. We're just going to hang out here and wait until it is. And until the other ports are open, because it doesn't help we leave.
Will we have patrons join us? Yep.
Yes.
We're definitely planning some patron meetups. We've got someone that's a patron of ours that helped us out a lot in making this dream of ours possible. And he's also going to join, or him and maybe some of his family is going to join us for one of the legs.
Yeah.
So you guys will see some of that. We would have loved to do Brazil. It's not off the table yet. Fernando de Noronha is definitely on the table, which is the island off the coast of Brazil, which is owned by the Brazilian government or part of Brazil. And we might pull into Fortaleza.
I'd like to do Brazil. I think it'd be cool. But yeah, it all depends on how much time, how much lockdown depending as well.
Yeah, seasons and all of that.
Yeah. So yes, we are still in a marina. We're here in Cape Town.
Yeah, we thanks, Clay. We are stuck in, well, we are stuck because they won't open the bridges. So what happened is when we pulled into Cape Town, we're supposed to be here for a month, do the final preps and then leave. But in that last 2 weeks of the month that we were supposed to stay, lockdown came into effect. And then the marina said, if you guys leave now, we won't let you back in. And so did the port authority. So if we had taken the chance to leave, we would have been stuck wherever.
Love you too, Jeannie.
Hey, Jeannie.
And thanks so much, Clay. Much appreciated. And we'll definitely be visiting in Florida.
Future plans, yeah, there's plenty islands on the list. We're hoping to make it out to many other places, but only time will tell. Yeah, Namibia is we're definitely going there, but we need to wait until they open borders. We have been chatting to the port authorities there, and at the moment they're not letting anyone in, and so yeah, we're not gonna head out there just yet.
Yes, we are still in touch with Moses. We actually spoke to him this morning.
Yeah.
He's doing okay. He's doing well.
Boat projects left. So we're finalizing the new chargers from the Vetus engines, which is lithium chargers. We got the water maker, and then a handful of small stuff. Oh yeah, and you guys get a sneak peek. I'll tell you a little bit about it. One of the sail companies, we've been talking to them about possibly getting new sails, not the main because that was a brand new sail, but the Jenny. All the weather stripping was ripping quite badly coming down here, and the inner stay sail is falling apart. And that was a very short sail that we had.
Will we be visiting the UK?
Paul, I think if you guys can just come up in temperature another 10 degrees Celsius. We built a Caribbean style cat, I'd like to call it that. She's built for warm climate sailing, so kind of keep her in the lower latitude, so like 15 degrees off the equator is kind of 15 to 20 is a sweet spot. Hello, David.
That's my grandpa.
Oh, is it?
That's grandpa.
I thought it's your brother.
No, it's Granny's jumping up and down, seeing us on. Oh.
Everything's going good. Trying to keep up with the.
Yeah, I'm trying to read all the comments.
Oh, waterfront marina. How much does it cost? From what we've heard, so we can't really disclose what we're paying due to the agreement that we've got with the VNA and the invitation. They were very gracious to us and having us here, and we're very thankful to them for that. And I must say the VNA has been, and I'm not like promoting and stuff, but they've been really nice to us during this lockdown. They've helped us out so much. They've accommodated us being here. They've really helped us out overall in being here. It's been awesome.
And they always check really up on us. Are we okay? Do we need anything? And I was like, no, it's all good. It's cool.
Mm. Hello, James.
Whoa! Thank you, Glenn. Wow. And Jonathan.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Jonathan. Much appreciated. Do you have engines vibrate a lot under the mattress? No, not at all. Our Vitas engines, I don't know if it's the way we mounted them or whatnot, or the engine mounts that are good, but we got no vibrations on the underneath the bed. They're pretty awesome. They were a little noisy, but being on other engines and
being on other engines.
Being in other boats with internal engines, I would say they're pretty much exactly what the other ones are. I have noticed a big heat difference with that heat shield that's over the Vitas engines. That's a very nice add-on. If you guys don't know, just check it out on the website. But it's got like this aluminium heat shield that cold water runs through, and that cools it down quite a bit. So far we've been very happy with them.
Yeah. Thank you, John. Much appreciated.
How's it, amigo? You can go.
Okay. Did you get your other battery yet, Ricky?
I haven't, not yet. So we've been in touch with Blue Nova. We'll be chatting to them, but with the lockdown, the distance we got to travel to get the battery is too far, and it falls. I think we're limited to 10 k's or something, or 5 k's around from where we live to go to. But we have been in chatting with the Blue Nova guys, and hopefully after lockdown we can pop in there and get the third one.
Is the whiskey bar still at the waterfront marina? I haven't seen a whiskey bar, but it might be. I mean, we didn't really go.
No, we haven't had a chance to fully explore the marina. Or the VNA.
Yeah, once we got
except for the
settled,
food.
Everything closed.
It's been good. Crew during the crossing, as far as we know for now, we might have one special person joining us, but that might change. You're welcome. Thank you so much. We'll definitely be sailing soon. And after 2 years of boat build, we didn't think we'd be stuck in a marina for so long. But everything with due course, and it's been good being here. We managed to get some extra work, and that's been amazing.
I'll sing you happy birthday. Someone's birthday is coming up soon. Where did you get your passion for fishing?
Well, Paul, thank you so much, man. Jeez, today.
Oh, thanks, Paul. Wow. Where'd you get your passion for fishing?
Where's that question?
It came up. It was before, okay. But now.
So for fishing, I've been fishing since we were like yay big. I'll maybe put a photo of when we were like 2 years old. My dad took us fishing for the first time, and we caught our first fish. And ever since then, we've been fishing with my uncle and friends, and going out to sea and climbing on boats and hiring boats and paddle ski fishing, surf, fishing, all of them, you name it. I just enjoy it. I really love it.
Oh, whiskey bar. Okay, I think they changed their name. I think it's called a Bastille bar or something now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is still here, but the name has changed. If it is the one I'm thinking of.
A third crew member for long passages is definitely an awesome thing to have. It just breaks up the 4-hour splits. It really makes a huge difference. Thank you, Richard, man, for following us. It's been a long time coming. Washington State, U.S. Army Airborne. Awesome. How's it going? Did you ever live in Maputo? Yes, I did. I lived in Mozambique for 4 years.
Ricky's the better surfer.
Surfer?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
I'm good at surfing the web, but I'm not good at surfing the ocean.
We haven't got new sales yet. We're still busy in discussion with the guys, and hopefully we can seal a deal and get new sales. We feel it's one of those investments that's really important. Now we're starting to sell. It's something that we're focusing more of our funds towards, and it's definitely a good investment to do.
We'll definitely take you up on that offer if we're ever in Mauritius. I don't know. Sounds like a damn good idea.
Must be an awesome place. We'll definitely be keen. Hey, Sweden.
Why no TVs on the boat, my kids want to ask. Well,
we got laptops.
We've got laptops, so we just watch off our laptop.
And then obviously, you know the story that you have at home, how everyone's fighting over the remote. You can't fight over the remote if you've got 2 laptops. So Simone watches what she wants and I watch what I want. So
now and again we watch something together.
Yeah.
Recently we've been doing the Star Wars, catching up on like watching the whole series of Star Wars, whatever you want to call it.
I see and heed you, Cleat 5-5. Oh, maybe hear you. Clear. 5 out of 5. Makes sense. Will you do consulting gigs with newbies buying a yacht? I definitely would. I mean, work is work. I don't mind different work. We definitely wouldn't mind.
We did see that, Jackie. Thank you so much for it. Much appreciated.
Oh, thank you very much. Cat is more stable than a mono for comfort. Cats are always comfy cruisers. They do have their downsides. I'm not going to deny that. But overall platform for what we wanted to share this adventure with friends and family and ourselves. And it's nice to sleep level.
I'd hope so, Scott.
Hello from Portugal. Serious? That's pretty awesome. Oh yeah, heck yeah, that would be way better. I mean, it would be awesome to have everyone kind of be able to chat to everyone at the same time. Or, I mean, best case scenario would have everyone at one location and just meet everyone. That would be fantastic. How's it going on board? Oh, the underwater lights.
Oh, that's the big question.
It's funny you mentioned that. I saw them last week. I had a run to the marine supply store, the one that's open, and they have them there at special, but at $300 a piece, it's like, not now. It's not a priority. We rather want to focus the money towards sale, but hopefully by the time we get to the Bahamas, install underwater lights.
Yeah.
Want to see them sharks and fish
it'd be really
and stuff.
cool. It would be cool. Thank you, Yummy. I don't know if that's your actual name, but that's what your name is on YouTube. So thank you so much.
Someone said from Portugal again. Hey, the porras are out strong. Nice.
Oh, Auntie Debbie's here.
Hello, Auntie Debbie. How you doing?
Are you gonna grow out your beard?
No, negative. No beard for me. I tried that. I was a dodgy boat builder for 2 years. Now I'm just gonna try and be a sleek sailor. It's a lovely day today. It's been warm and sunny, although in the evening it does get a little chilly.
What water purification products did you use?
Water purification products?
Did
You
have
mean like
filter?
water maker? Or just pre-filtration for our shore supply? Hey, there's some serious shark diving in Unkomos.
Meet
Proper.
and greet in Fort Lickerdale.
I'm down. I'm down. Thanks, Scott.
What will you use for weather updates and email on your crossing?
So we've got a good friend that's coming with, and he's got a nice sat phone, and we're gonna use that for weather forecasting, for the crossing. And then for the local sales that we've been doing, like coming down here, we forecasted before we left, and then we obviously went so far offshore that we had no signal, and then I kind of stuck in after 2 days so that we could get signal again, get a weather forecast, and then we peeled off and went again.
Will you do an episode speaking South African with subtitles? That'd be
What?
a lot. That would be a lot of editing. Yeah.
Oh, speaking South African,
Afrikaans.
Afrikaans. So there's like 11 national languages
Yeah,
in
so
South
you
Africa.
say
So
South
when you,
Africa can be new, like
Yeah.
can be.
but the main language spoken in South Africa is English, for the most part.
Much love from your brother. Oh, thanks, Russell.
Oh yeah. Hello from Sweden. I'm gonna try and pronounce it. Jorgen. Hope it's right. Austin, Texas. Everything's better in Texas.
That's like your thing. If you see someone from Texas,
For sure.
it's bigger and better in Texas.
It is. You guys got these big trucks that you don't need, but they're freaking awesome.
Oh yeah, what water maker?
Oh yeah, what water maker? So we've got a AC30. That's what I made the deal with for the 2 big water makers that I built for that other boat that you guys might have seen in the previous episode. That beautiful schooner.
Any plans for a boat dog? I wish, but just
Negative.
yeah, just not. It'd be cool, but it's just it's a bit of a logistical nightmare in the sense of where we want to go and the crossing, and it's just we just rather keep it us two simple, and maybe when we kind of decide we're gonna stay in one place long for like a year, 2 years, then maybe, but not while we're doing crossings and exploring and traveling as much.
Thanks, Ryan. We hope for some good fishing too. Hello, Chili. How many times can you do that? Lol. Can I count? Which part?
I'm confused.
Yeah, me too.
Gotta explain. How much time do you guys spend on filming and editing, and who does it? I do the editing, we both do the filming. Ricky wants to start editing once we start going because it's a lot of work. But yeah, so in total, how many hours would you say we spend filming and editing together?
Probably 30 to 40 hours a week, depending on what we're making. Remember, a lot of the footage you see sometimes doesn't go into this episode, but will go into an episode that's, say, 4 weeks away or something like that.
Yeah.
So it does take a lot of time, and obviously, the more you put cuts into it, the longer it takes to edit that video. So if you just record something straightforward and put it in, that's a lot less work than doing something that has a lot of cuts or scene changes, or like when we were boat building, that was a lot of work.
Isn't there fish swimming around the boat? No, there ain't no fish.
No.
The seals eat them all, if they were.
There's little mullet. There's a lot of little mullet swimming around. They're like the so they eat algae and stuff like that. But generally in marinas you don't want to eat mullet. They eat other things too. I don't want to get into detail. We haven't covered the water maker. No, the big one that you saw in the beginning of our episodes, we sold that unit. Someone is using it, and they're super happy with it. It's making a lot of water. It ended up actually making them over 200 liters an hour. It's amazing. it's making really good water for them.
But yeah, we haven't featured it yet because we
Yeah.
haven't finished
Installed
installing it
ours.
because we had to get parts and everything was closed. So only recently did we get parts, so now we can actually show you guys the whole process.
Best tasting sea fish in my opinion, definitely the grouper. Not a giant grouper, probably around 3 kg. We call them in South Africa rockcod. That would be my number one oven fish to go with. But there's a lot of other good fish. There's dorados are nice pelagic eating fish. Wahoos are good eating. Tuna, if it's little tunnies, they're amazing. Yellowfin tuna, very nice.
4 degrees Celsius. Ooh.
Where's that?
I'm already cold here, and it's not even like the peak of winter yet.
No.
And so 4 degrees Celsius is cold.
So are you happy with the bottom coat? So far, I've just cleaned the bow. I haven't done any other cleaning on the boat, but I literally just wiped off and everything came off. There's 1 or 2 barnacles on the boat, and we'll get underneath there and just rub that off afterwards before we get to leave. But so far, the PPG coating, top notch. I'm happy. It's way too cold in Norway. Shish kebab. Is there anything that has failed the rebuild? Oh yeah, there has. The bumper strip on the one side, so the rub rail on the front, on the one side, it was late in the afternoon. The wind was blowing. It started getting a little bit wet, and I didn't put a bead of Sikaflex before I put it on, and yeah, that precise piece came off.
We had
but,
to redo that section.
It's back on. That was about it.
But yeah, everything's been fine. We haven't had any problems.
Other than the sails giving way, but that's just because those 2 head sails are a little bit old. Everything else has been smooth. Oh yeah, and the sail, obviously the main sail wasn't right, so we had to get that trimmed, and the guys have trimmed it and brought it back already.
Yeah. And
it's got good leech and luff tension now, so we should be 100% with our main sail. So the water baker, yeah, we run it like once a when we start sailing, we'll run it. We try and run it once a day for an hour or 2, depending how many people on the boat. If there's not a lot of people, we'll run a little bit longer, and depending on how much solar is coming in. We generally don't want to run our engines to charge batteries. That's just the backup. And up to now, we had 3.5 days of sailing down here, 400 miles. We didn't start an engine once to charge batteries. Well, we actually didn't have it connected, so we just ran on solar.
What was the most difficult part of your boat build? And would you do it all again? From Scott and Glenn. Everything about this boat was difficult.
Would you do it again? No, definitely not. No, we wouldn't do it again. I think the building conditions was the toughest. For those that know Port Elizabeth and how the conditions are in Port Elizabeth, it's a very windy city. Where we're building is very dirty. It's got the ore dust blowing. It could be raining in the morning, and in the afternoon you'd have 40 knots of wind. So those conditions were really tough. And then obviously budget, not having the full amount able to do the boat from the beginning how we wanted it. Also makes it a little bit tougher, but at the end of the day we didn't compromise and we put the best in, so we're pretty happy about that. New engines, super happy with them. Probably the only thing I would have maybe changed, and they probably do have now in the new models, is serpentine belts, but we haven't been destroying belts at all. With the new lithium charging batteries, it works perfect. They run well. Overall, been very happy with them. Cruise with one engine. We're doing 4 or 5 knots at 60% power, so I'm very happy.
Are you Greek Australian? No, we are not Greek Australian. Portuguese, half Portuguese.
Well, South African.
South African, but Portuguese descendants.
Portuguese with South African farm bred with English schools. Then you get me.
Yeah. You got Mickey Mouse ears because of the clocks behind. So you gotta move like that.
Kingklip, yeah, you can't catch them often, but they are fantastic fish to eat. They're deep lying fish. But every once in a while you can get them in like 100+ meters of water, 330 meters of water. You'll get them.
Bye,
330 foot.
Ricky, what if
Stay safe.
Simone wanted to rebuild another boat?
Oh, she's on her own.
No,
I'll watch from the sideline.
That won't be happening. I think there's a better chance of Ricky rebuilding a boat again. I mean,
running range with engines, we typically got about 4 days running both engines. If we shut one engine down, we double that, so 8 days of non-stop motoring, roughly. I could confirm that. What's my phone?
who's the best cook? I think we're both pretty good cooks. It just depends on what you're making. So if you're making like tuna, freshly caught tuna, Ricky, that's pastas and stuff, we're pretty even. Depends what you're making.
I can't find the calculator. Autopilot, we're running hydraulic gray marine type 1 pump off ACU 200, if I'm not mistaken, and that's linked up to our chart plotter and to our autopilot. So we just say go to, and it pretty much does itself.
Yeah.
And great thing that we've got on the Raymarine unit, we can set it to wind vane, so it's pretty much you're setting it to the angle of the wind, and then it maintains your sails full while it keeps that angle, as opposed to pointing it in a particular direction and then the wind is moving. But if you've got wind vane function on your chart plotter, you set it to the wind vane, and then that maintains your sails full, and it sometimes just deviates a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right.
Oh, Peter, my favorite is Red Romans. I love them. They're so good. We're not going anywhere near the Caribbean for hurricane season, so we're going to stay down here and make our way to Namibia, St. Helena, Brazil, and just hang out the side of the world.
Yeah.
No, we have no plans on picking up another cat for a good deal. Good deal means there's problems at work.
Good deal means there's a lot of work, and she's a tired old lady.
What music will you play on long voyages to keep you energized? Well, Ricky listens to more old school stuff.
Oh, I thought we were going to say heavy metal.
No, but I listen to literally everything and anything. So it's a vast genre.
Richard, what charts do you use? Yes, we use Navionics. We use OpenCPN, and then we use some cell phone stuff that's just downloaded apps as backups. So yeah.
What do you do to keep in shape? Does Ricky do yoga?
I do plenty of yoga.
Ricky's not flexible enough to do yoga.
Yoga in and out of bed. That's it.
Yeah, go. I started doing shibashi because the boat's next to us. We have a little shibashi group, and that's a lot of fun. But it's getting cold, so I kind of stopped doing it.
Thanks so much, RV. Oh, so like for maybe a lot of people that are out of South Africa, that safaris are like big things and stuff. We've done quite a lot of it. So
I just really, really want to go do wine farms because I've never done them in Cape Town, and Cape Town is like known for wine farms. So I'm really hoping that we can at least go to one before we leave.
Country flags we haven't purchased yet. We are on the lookout for them. But if we don't find, we're not going to make a major. We'll just buy it at each port and hopefully get away with them minding that we have a quarantine flag up for a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick, we've answered that question. No, we won't have a boat dog, unfortunately. It just takes up too much time. And obviously when you go to land, you can't have I don't want to leave the dog on the boat. And then some countries need to like quarantine the dog and all those things.
Yeah.
I'd rather avoid that.
An Atlantic crossing with a dog, I don't know. Doesn't sound like it would be the easiest.
A boat pig. Oh, I've seen pigs go horribly wrong, in the sense that you buy them and they're supposed to be mini pigs, and then they just grow into like 100
I have
pounders.
seen cruises with chickens though.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Those French
Yeah.
guys came in.
They came with chickens and they popped their chickens on the dock and the chickens walked around and the chickens went back to the boat and then they had eggs and everything. It was crazy.
Yeah, and they were eating the chickens' eggs.
Yeah.
So the chicken stays on the boat and then they eat the eggs. Hello in Australia. And in 2 years we'll be making good bacon.
What's your favorite state in the USA and why Utah? Love that.
But I thought, firstly, Utah, anyone that's from the US that has been to Utah, you'll know how beautiful that place is. It's absolutely stunning. We love the outdoors. We love spending time on hikes and trails and hunting and fishing and all that stuff. And I feel Utah offers that a lot. And I think it's a playground. It's freaking awesome. Wide open spaces to ride dirt bikes, and it's awesome.
I feel it caters to every hobby besides sailing.
Yeah.
But every other hobby, it's like, you want to do it, you can do it.
Chickens make eggs, pigs make mess. I love that. That's funny. Hello, Naples, Florida, USA. How you doing, Patrick?
Hi, hey from Kenya.
What Tamu? How's it going?
Yes, you are correct, Barna.
But Saint Helena before Ascension. Yeah. But yep, that's the plan.
Ricky does spearfish. I
got three nice guns. And,
I'm still learning how to just pull back on a spear gun. It's not as easy as it looks. So yeah, that'll practice.
Yeah, Le Vagabond did the crossing with Lenny. I think that must be super stressful.
Oh no, hats off to them because I don't think I'd be able to do it.
Four corner states. How does that work?
I don't know. I have no idea.
But yeah, the US in a whole, we love the US. It's beautiful. And it's big on our list to tour the US one day. And yeah, hopefully one day we can make it happen. Northwest Province. How's it going? Once you said sailing, how do you sustain your adventure? I've heard of people fixing sails. Yeah. So yeah, just keep on working, doing the lithium stuff. More and more people want to convert to lithium. And that's what we're going to keep on doing. How many feet? Catamaran? 36, 37 foot, 36.5 to be exact. Yeah, I know Bahamas is sling only. We'll keep them for the US. Did any other channels inspire you? Yes, there was a channel that inspired me. I can't remember the name of them. It was a couple, husband and wife, and they're on Antares 44. If you guys Google it, you'll probably come across them. They were the guys that inspired us. Solar panels, yes, we're super happy with them. They're super solid. We don't need to ever plug into power.
Pump and power like no tomorrow.
Dive compressor, scuba plans. Oh, dive compressor would be awesome. No space. South Atlantic last year looked fantastic. Yep. Delos is on a Mal 54. Those are awesome boats. They point really well. And that's why they would go down so far south to take a beating to come up.
How are you reading so fast?
I'm just kind of just grabbing and going, hello from Australia. Bloody freezing here. Stay safe in South Africa. COVID-19 pandemic, and then only start the Caribbean. Oh, we'll see how it goes. We're young and fit, and hopefully COVID-19 will spare us. Utah, Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico. Ah, Four Corner States. I never knew that.
Okay.
Yep,
now.
They are beautiful. We've done two of those. Arizona, that was just desert.
No, we didn't do Arizona. We did Nevada.
Oh, my bad.
Arizona's where the Grand Canyon is.
On the world, crossing seas as well. Yep, first ocean crossing will be the Atlantic, and we don't know what's happening then. Maybe Panama, maybe the Pacific, or maybe the Med. But the Med, not so much for now, just as we are a little bit lower budget. So the Med's very expensive. You've got to pull into a lot of marinas, and you pay.
Batteries. How much amperage hour are you going to install, and how did you decide for that?
Okay, so at the moment we've got 310 amps of lithium, or 320 amps of lithium, and that was according to our budget and calculations that we had at the time, and they've worked fantastic. We've never run those things below 50% on any given night, running 2 fridges, radar, everything. We never go below 50%, but I must say the boat is really efficient. We are going to upgrade by one more, so we'll have 470, 480 amp hours. That's awesome boat.
Mameli. Am I saying it right?
Really happy to see the people over.
Thanks so much.
Thanks so much, man. Appreciate it. Mameli.
I
Zaba.
think it's just Meli.
Meli Zaba. Yep. Glenn's having a convo with someone. Find me on Bookface. That's funny.
Oh, it does say Bookface. We've heard the rivers in Brazil are really cool. So that's why we say it's not out of the equation yet.
Yeah, there's an old couple that are kind of like, hint, hint, come follow us into Brazil. You can speak Portuguese, and we want to go sail with you up the rivers. I'm a clear water kind of guy. I want to see beautiful clear waters, but maybe we go do the rainforest a little bit. Is that lithium or iron or Life Pure 4? Life Pure 4, they're built by Blue Nova in South Africa. If you reference, just chat to whoever you tell them, just say Sailing Lady Africa told them.
Yes, we can run our washing machine from our inverter.
Yep, washing machine. We can have a convectional oven. We can run microwave. We can run a vacuum cleaner. We can run, you name it, Simone's hairdryer, straighteners, all of that.
Have you heard of the Iroquois catamaran?
Catamaran?
No, I haven't. Have you?
I haven't. I'll definitely do some research into that.
Definitely plans for spearfishing action once we get to a place where the water is nice and warm.
Yep. Well.
It's cold, yeah.
Fridge freezer working fantastic. They're super efficient. We don't draw more than 60 amps overnight, and that's like if everything is freshly put in there and it's freezing. 60 amps at 13 volts or 12 volts is what we draw. They're super efficient. Venting, yes, all I did was leave a space at the back and leave a space up top to allow the venting from the back. The rest has been
and we
awesome.
Also insulated.
Yes, we insulated the hull, not to allow the hull heat to transfer into that cavity. We did do that.
Fire bread maker. I don't know, like, that sounds like a good idea, but it doesn't.
We stuck one in the oven. We made bread.
Well, we made bread in the oven.
We need to improve our bread making skills first, because the one I made was a really hard crust.
So good though.
Yeah. It was dense. I don't think I let it rise too much. Gas versus electric stove and hob. I prefer electricity, less hassles. Yes, electricity is less hassles. But because we went with the gas water heater at the time, it was more financially economical to do it. And we weren't 100% dead sure whether we were going to get the lithium batteries. We were really pushing hard for it. And yeah, so maybe it's a future thing. If we get the third battery in, gas and electric oven and hob is definitely an option, but we have this in, so we're going to leave it in for now, for the next 5 years, let it rust away or whatnot, and then we'll convert everything to electric. We'll convert the water heater and everything. We've got 1,000 watts of solar, and all that additional solar will go into the water heater. And at the moment, by 11 o'clock midday, we are fully charged. Really small cats from the 60s, really cheap one. Only advice I can give to you about old cats is stay away from old wooden cats that have been neglected. You'll find a lot of rot below the waterline and above the waterline, and it might hurt you in the long run. Ricky, say something to your fans in Portuguese. Bom dia a todos portugueses, como estão?
You just said hello to Portuguese, hello in Portuguese,
okay.
How are you?
What do you want? Bacalhau com couves?
Say something to your fans in Portuguese.
I did.
I said hello, allemaal, hoe gaan dit? Hoe heb je het een lekker dag vandaag?
There you go.
Mine was nicer than yours.
What's the most beautiful thing you've seen since you've been back in the water? We had some amazing dolphins leaving with us when we left PE.
Bioluminescence.
Bioluminescence always
Seals.
epic.
Sunfish.
Oh, sunfish. That was a first timer.
Yeah.
Filming.
Sunfish.
Yeah.
We saw these weird looking dolphins in Cape Town here that literally
Oh.
it felt like we were at an aquarium. They were doing backflips
They're
and
like
everything.
mini dolphins.
Yeah, they're like tiny little dolphins. I don't know
Those
what
huge
dolphins are.
jellyfish.
Yeah, we saw a lot of stuff.
The whales at night. Oh, the most insane thing was a tuna going through the bioluminescence at 2 o'clock in the morning, coming down in the. So we were pretty far out, about 50, 60 miles offshore, and we're going through this trail. The water got really cold, down to 9 degrees Celsius. The bioluminescence went crazy, and the next minute, just these massive light things going through, and it seemed like a tuna that was getting hit, or small tuna that was getting chased by a bigger tuna. That was amazing.
Oof, you're supposed to say your wife, Ricky. I said, what was the most beautiful thing you've seen since being back?
Oh, my wife. I forgot. My bad. Essential to make a boat comfortable liveaboard. Water is a #1 priority. I feel that is like something that you should really focus on. It's just a big moral boost if people can wash up and just after a long day, 3-4 days down the line, you're salty, you're sweaty. Yeah. A shower is amazing.
I think like
water is life. It will also keep you alive.
The shower is just so insane. The shower is like my favorite shower I've ever had.
Oh yeah, hands down.
And obviously we have limited water when we're on passage, but even that's like better than any shower I've had on land. That's how much you value it.
Hello from Durban. Biggest from Malaysia. How's it going? Nice run. Nice to meet you. Great time believing, like selling. I mean, another thing, a lot of when you chat to older sailors, and we chatted to a couple of them that are here with us in the marina, they're not familiar with new technology that is available, and the technology is there. Guys, use it, make use of it. Lithium batteries. If you shop around, I mean, all determined about how badly you want them. If you want to buy something off the shelf, yes, it's always going to cost you more, but there are options of building your own and do all of those kind of things. It just means you're going to put a lot more time into to design and build and all of that things. But there are good YouTube videos out there for that. I personally feel the price that Blue Nova is selling batteries at compared to anywhere else in the world, and for the quality they're offering, I think it's an amazing choice, and that's why we were with them.
He wasn't close to tears. He was crying.
When is that?
When you got those engines.
Oh man, I'm so glad we got them. It's a big blessing to us. Yeah, I do. I stare at those engines plenty time. There was tears. I think we just left that off the camera.
I already said that.
What size holding tank you guys got? Well, actually, I'm gonna show you guys.
Like he's gonna go get a holding tank.
You might be, what? How's he gonna get a holding tank?
Oh, Glenn, don't make me cry. Thank you very much.
So yeah, here's our holding tank. It's 40 liters, and we haven't installed it yet. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I got all the fittings, gonna go up top and do that so that we've got a holding tank and we're US legal.
US legal. Thanks so much, Yaku. Much appreciated. You get comfy before Ricky comes back. Would we work with this?
Oh, thanks, Glenn.
Well, wait, let me go down the line. Here in the UK, our COVID lockdown has just been eased slightly, which I think is a big mistake. How's it for you guys? We have lockdown. It's been like this for the last 40-something days. 40, might have been even longer. We only recently had hardware stores opening up, but everything's closed besides grocery stores. And yeah, so we can't go anywhere, do anything. You can't travel, visit people, nothing. So we're stuck.
Thank you so much, Yaku.
Would you work with a sponsor if it's relevant? Well, it depends if what they're offering us we actually like and believe in.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be a good depending what it is. Yeah.
That's a good point. You don't want to be really like. There's a lot of things. Like a lot of times, deals come across and people push that brand, just because they're kind of getting funds out of it. I think that's the wrong thing to do. You got to kind of believe in either the person behind the company or the company itself to advertise this stuff. That's just how I feel.
And the product.
And the product,
you
yeah,
don't
for
want to
sure.
recommend a product that doesn't work.
Yeah.
That just defeats the purpose.
Mm-hmm. What inspired you guys to start doing this adventure? I think, yeah, I did answer that. There's a couple on YouTube. They am I allowed to name drop? So they were on Torres 44.
Well, we don't know the name, so you're not name dropping.
Yeah, but the cat brand. But they were on a Torres 44. It's a very luxury boat. It's probably one of my top loved boats. In the sense of a cruising boat. It's a wonderful platform, very expensive, but they were on there and they told about how they wanted to travel the world and they traveled on the Torres 44. They were the guys that started it, and this was more than 10, 12 years ago, somewhere around there. You guys can find the videos on YouTube. Yeah, so the liters, it's a 44-liter tank. Flush on the head.
How many liters flush? When you flush the toilet, how many liters?
It does about 2 liters for a flush. So 40 liters is like plenty flushes.
Plenty flushes.
Yeah, it's like 20. But yeah, it works pretty well.
Lockdown means work on your relationship, and the two of you had a 2-year head start. You guys rock.
How's it going, Dirk from Homeland PE? That man knows about wind. No, tell me about it, man. We're hoping maybe to even go do a little hunt in Namibia. We'll see what time allows us. It will be amazing. I think Namibia is beautiful, and I've never been there, but I've only seen videos, and I can't wait for it.
Hello from Israel. When you started the project, did you have any experience with boat building? No.
Yeah, in boat building in particular, no. In composites, you did. I did my postgrad in composites. Yeah.
At the end, will you build one or buy one? Buy one.
Yeah, make enough money, buy one.
Work, because you're gonna end up working regardless. So.
And to be honest, guys, you guys could build an amazing, beautiful boat, but what plans are you building? How old are those plans? If you're going to buy one that's a good brand, it's very difficult to meet the kind of standards that production boats are building nowadays. A couple of years ago, maybe not, but good brands nowadays are building really good boats.
People seem to be taking an unhealthy interest in your bathroom habits. Hi, Tony. Ciao, James. Yes, Ricky wants to go to Bass Pro so bad.
Bass Pro and Cabela's.
Yeah, Cabela's.
America, you got nice fishing shops.
Well, Cabela's at everything. I mean, they even had saddles and stuff.
We did ballooning, and where's that? Sisiflay.
We did the ballooning.
I don't even know where that is.
I've heard of that place. Where is it exactly?
Oh, if we could go back in time before we got the cat. Probably. See, here's the thing. If you haven't done the project, you would have probably gone and done it anyways. And we still are. We're pretty driven people and we're determined to get it done and all of that. But if we had to do it again, and for the time period that we kind of gave ourselves to go sailing, we can't sail forever. I mean, it's not, obviously it would be nice to do it if you could, but realistically we need to plan for the future and for kids and for incomes and for retirement and all that. And that's coming. So for the time we had planned, I think we would have bought a boat that was already in the Bahamas and sailed the Caribbean really hardcore and done it. Everyone that we've spoken to from there have said it was amazing, and that's what we want to go experience. When did you guys go sailing for the first time? In our boat, a couple of months ago.
In general.
In general, more than 20 years ago.
Does Moses still love and use his bike? Yes,
Yep.
he does. Yes, we have seen life on the holes. We
Yeah,
do know
we do
Ross.
know Ross. Yep, Namibia dunes, big on the list. South Africa does build a lot of great boats, and it purely comes down to labor costs. Labor costs are a lot cheaper, and the skill level is relatively good, and therefore produces a perfect system for building boats because you need a lot of labor. Yeah, Neisner, beautiful boats. I love the Neisner 550 that they recently launched at $1.1 million. If you can afford it, it's a beautiful boat. Oh, it's in Namibia. Oh, I think that is those dunes that's like
That's what
lots of
I
colors.
heard.
There's lots of little different colors on the dunes in Namibia. That place is amazing. I've only seen a picture of that before. Oh man, we're definitely gonna try and ride one of those waves in Namibia.
Next stop is Namibia, Tony.
Mm-hmm.
That's we're off to next, hopefully soon. No, we're not selling nothing. We are sailing there. That's why
Yeah.
we spent 2 years building this boat.
No, we're in it for the long haul now. We're in it, and it's also it'll be our crossing on a boat we built by ourselves, and I think that is for ourselves personally, it's a great accomplishment. It was actually none of our dreams. We didn't want to build a boat. If you
No,
think of
but
it.
like in general, like having not building the boat, but just building boats, sailing and stuff. I think if it wasn't partially my dream as well, I would have quit a long time ago.
Yeah.
But we both want to travel and we both want to take our home with us because you don't want to be staying in hotels the whole time and things like that. So I think it was like a joint decision, but not building the boat. That was never what we wanted to do. But to have the things that we wanted on the boat for the price that we could pay, we had to build it ourselves.
Yeah. I think that's a big thing. A lot of people look at, and maybe they'll question like, why do you got so many of these other things? Well, if you look at our boat, how it's set up with lithiums and Victrons and all of that kind of stuff, it's to a standard of what new expensive boats, like really expensive custom boats, are coming out with, and we are having that at a tenth of the price. But obviously, it was a big learning curve.
Greetings from Argentina. Hello.
Thanks, Nick. Argentina, that's far south. But yeah, so that's kind of what it is. If you wanna if your idea is in building a boat, um, just think really nice and long hard about it. It's a lot of money. I think a lot of people don't really show what it truly costs to build their boat, and because they'll think, oh, maybe those people are gonna think we're doing it because we got money or whatever the case may be. But it's really expensive. We stuck everything into it. We stuck literally. We sold our apartment. We stuck that money into here. We sold both our cars and we stuck that money into here. At a stage, I went back to work to pay off credit cards that we'd both run into the negatives. So I think really need to understand how much it's going to cost, and it's not just the components. Everything else that adds up to it is what really adds the value. So if that's some good tip, good luck, and hope it helps you guys doing what you want to do.
Bounty Debbie. Sending regards to everyone that side. Hi from Australia. You guys really nailed it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, the knowledge you gain on boat building is definitely invaluable, and it's a trade that can be used anywhere else. You know, the solar technology that you learn there, you could use it on your house one day. Water maker building, you could, if you live close to the coast, you could build your own water makers and get water out of the ocean. So there's a lot of advantage of doing it. We had to learn about gas, we had to learn about acrylics and vinyls and top coat paints. Although I knew a lot about paints because of the construction industry, and we did some work on the mines, and they always use special coatings and stuff like that. So yeah.
Hi from Norway. Hello. Ciao, Marcel. Say money was not an option. Could your build be done in 6 months with a large team? Probably. Hey? If you had like a large team, money wasn't an issue. 6 months. You think you could get it done?
I could probably, if I had a full team, no fund restrictions, I could probably build the new Shining, which is what I personally feel is an awesome sailing boat. It's hardcore boat. That could be kicked out in 6 months if the planning was done well in advance and all of that, and you had a good team. You really need a good team. It wouldn't just help you throw 500 hands at it. You need, say, 20 guys that really know fiberglass, fairing, painting, and that really well. Then yeah, you could finish that boat between 6 months, 6 to 8 months.
Thanks so much, Billy. Same clip. So how's it, guys? Enjoy channel. I'm in Royal Cape. No lockdown coming by you a beer too. Well,
Thanks so much, man. Will you ever recover your money and decide to sell it and there's very high value boat? Okay, so the big thing is if you finish a boat really well and it's pretty new and it's well maintained, so new standing rigging, new sails, new interior, new lithiums, all of that, there is value to that. The money that we've put in, would we recover it? Definitely. We've had offers higher than that on the boat already. Would we recover our labor? No, definitely not. Even if I had to cut myself down completely as an apprentice prices when I started working, I wouldn't be able to recover that money. But I've learned a lot I've got a lot of knowledge. I've met a lot of good people and we've got good clients. And from that, I also consult for 2 boats that are sailing around the world at the moment. And yeah, so without that, I wouldn't have had that.
What are your sailing plans apart from the Bahamas? Who knows?
I'd like to do, well, obviously the whole Caribbean, Bahamas, and then down to Cuba, Panama, Mexico. Well, Mexico, Panama, Hawaii, the Pacific, maybe. Yeah, but
yeah, for now our goal is the Bahamas.
The Bahamas. We've learned not to rush anything and kind of just take things as they come. Yeah.
What would you say is the smallest catamaran for comfortable living on?
Thanks so much, Fire. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. If you were to sell your boat right now, what do you think you could get for
that's the one. Oh, where is it?
If we were not in COVID times.
So obviously COVID times has put the cat market, well, all markets down and under, but guys that have got good boats are still holding on to their boats. For example, I don't know if I can say that. Well, one of the local manufacturers are producing a lot of boats, and they've recently dropped $50,000 in the price of their boat. With that said, those boats are still $500,000. So the high boats will see a bigger knock, and the smaller boats will pretty much still hold their value because they cost a lot less. It's just how it works. So a boat that's $1 million, if the guy needs to get rid of it, he'll probably drop it down to 800, 600, 500 if he really needs to. Whereas a guy at $100,000 might drop it to 90, maybe 80 if he's really tight, but that's about it. So it's a 20%, 10 to 20 versus a 30 to 40% drop in price.
Is it a screwdriver in Simone's glass? No, it's not. It's just plain orange juice.
Where's a screw? Oh.
Ricky's looking for a screwdriver.
A screwdriver is an American drink. We don't really get that much in South Africa. There's an American couple that's in here with us at the moment, and they've been talking about this intercoastal waterways. I have read about it before, and it does sound amazing, so maybe that'll be an option.
What was the material called that you built the swim deck with? Not the fiberglass, but the stuff that you...
So that was called Nida-Core. It's a core material. You get a whole bunch of different kinds of core material, but the one we used was Nida-Core. Thank you so much, Mark. Yes, Nida-Core. Affirmative.
Boat projects lined up. We've got Watermaker, finish up our buck boost system, which we're going to finish hopefully soon.
That's a lithium charging.
Well, it's pretty much almost done.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we just have a few other things such as I can't see from it. What else is there?
On the list?
Yeah,
I'll go quickly.
there's just a bunch of little things to do. Like our deck wash. We just want to finish installing that. We just need to put the pump. Let's see, yeah. We serviced our engines already.
Install the new AIS that we got. So we're going to have that up and going soon.
Get our backup autopilot installed.
We've got a backup autopilot, which is good. I feel that any blue water cruising boat should have one, unless you want to steer for 30 days. Hand steer.
Simone, besides the shower, what is your favorite spot on the boat?
The bed.
No,
Simone sleeps
I like
long.
that. No,
long
please
sleeps.
do sleep longer than I do. I would say the saloon. I spend most of my time here,
Editing.
so I like the saloon. I feel like I can still be part of everything, but also have my own little space.
Do we have clippies in the bar? Oh, I'm not a big brandy drinker, but yeah, no, we don't have.
Brandy makes Ricky dandy. No, we don't have clippies in our bar. In fact, we don't have anything really in our bar. We have gin and wine at the moment.
Fun gadgets. We got diving gear, but we got no bottles, so we'd have to rent dive tanks. And we got paddle boards, the 2 paddle boards.
Two paddle boards.
We got a blow up mattress that could work as a board.
Free diving.
Yeah, we got free diving gear. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a few things.
Do you lean? I think that's clean. Clean the hull in the water often. No, we don't clean the hull often. We kind of more do it just before we kind of set off on a passage, and we'll clean the hull. And the reason is if you keep your hull very nice and clean, it's beautiful because your hull's nice and clean. But then you're rubbing over your coating and then you're losing coating. So don't clean your hull too often, but clean it just often enough. Electrical propulsion, certainly. I did a lot of research into it. In fact, when I did my postgrad, I spent time at university doing electric propulsion on cars, and it's fantastic if your budget is this big. No, actually like this big. Because firstly, the batteries you're going to put is lithium ion, which is a different chemistry, way more expensive. The charging systems you need is massive. The battery, the drive propulsion system you could use like forklift motors and stuff like that, but that's not efficient. It's really, really not efficient. When you start talking like Balmarine and stuff like that, you get proper efficiency out of those motors. I just think it's not affordable for budgets like ours. I mean, one motor would cost the price of our whole boat if we do a motor with battery setup.
No Castle Amstel, I know. It's bad. We didn't think that we wouldn't be able to buy beer and stuff before lockdown. But luckily our neighbors have beer, so that every time they invite us, they're like, would you like a beer? Yes, please.
The little beggars come there.
Please.
Like, yeah, we really didn't think lockdown was going to be this hectic.
I didn't think we wouldn't be able to buy drinks and stuff.
Oh.
But...
And Mark, the fishing has been terrible lately. There's only guppies in here.
What if you have autopilot? What job is there for the person making food?
Yeah, we got the vital rolls. Thanks, Glenn.
Glenn, oh man.
So the vital rolls for the person on watch is just to enjoy the beautiful sun, the beautiful stars at night. Just take it all in and enjoy it. The purpose is not for us to be hardcore sailors. If we want that, we would have bought a race boat and been splashing wet every day and truly sailed the boat. And I do appreciate that. I think it would be amazing, but for long term, it wouldn't be applicable for us.
Moet julle mal maak om te sit by vas.
Thanks, man. The swim deck, yes, it's an awesome thing, and all the guys with Deans have always sent us mails about how to do the swim deck.
It's just,
and the twin engines are magical. Yeah, the swim deck was super light. We ended up tabbing it in for like 45 kilos, and the one we took off was over 100 kilos. Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah. Water maker and fishing is sustainable.
Where's that?
There, at the bottom. There.
Water maker and fishing sustainable. Oh yeah, without a doubt. I mean, if you're good at fishing, and there's a couple of tricks and things that I'll show you guys of how to target fish and stuff like that. And all the times that we've gone fishing, I've never struggled to catch fish. So even on the small testing sails when we were doing around PE, and we caught good fish, and we ate it on the boat. So the water maker, as long as you understand what the water maker's principle is, how it works, and maybe have a spare membrane, nothing could, a couple of seals could go wrong, but that's about it.
Hello, Vim.
Gert, yes, we'd love to go to the Bahamas right now, buddy, but unfortunately, the marina is on a lockdown and they won't open any bridges for us to leave. Neither will Port Control clear us out. Thanks, y'all. The swim platform is amazing. We thoroughly enjoy it, and soon you guys are going to see we're going to put a saltwater deck wash, and that'll be awesome to wash all the fish blood and cleaning the deck and all of that. That'll be awesome.
Hello, Willem.
Hello, Willem. How's it going? Did you say, check, Exodus?
I said hi, Vim.
Oh. So yeah, what else? Have you covered everything? Visas, we got gas bottle. Oh, that's another cool thing we might tell you guys about. So if you guys don't know and you got a sailboat, these little fiberglass gas bottles, we've had one for a while now, and it's actually quite common on sailboats. And now we found a guy that can supply them at a lot more affordable price, not crazy price for them, and they've been very nice. No rust or anything like that left behind. Port lights, we're still trying to source port lights at a more affordable price.
Port lights are expensive. I don't know. Like, geez, I forgot that they're flipping expensive.
And we've got a bit of chafe sleeves that we need to sort out. That's still part of the projects to do on the boat. So we are getting a little bit of line chafing, and we just need to keep that to a minimal.
But it might change now because we changed up our spinnaker.
Yeah, it will change a bit, but I'm not going to take the chance, and I'll just wrap them up anyways, put chafe sleeve on there, because we've got synthetic rig.
I'm extremely jealous of you two. I'm about to sell my farm answer and buy a boat. Love to find a cheaper cat with some decent gear and then the board.
Oh. Buy a cat with some decent gear, and you'll enjoy it. It is a lot of work, but I think it's satisfying work, and you get to enjoy it.
What sizes are the gas bottles?
So you get a 4 kg and you get a 9 kg, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But we've got you get a 5 and a 9. We bought the 5s.
5.
Yeah.
Out of subject, is meat still that good in Cape Town? We've been craving to go have a piece of steak at a restaurant. Like,
if you guys, wherever you are from, and this even comes from the Americans that are here, they're from Wisconsin, and the other one's from New York, and they even say steaks in South Africa are amazing. So if you guys ever get the chance, fly out to Cape Town and come enjoy some amazing steak, if that's your thing.
And wine. How are things inside when you're at Anchorage? Is it very shaky?
Inside the boat?
Well, here it's very peaceful. It's there's like...
The boat is more stable in this marina than when it's hauled out.
Yeah.
This is like, she doesn't even move. Yeah, she's super stable.
Thank you much, sir. Thank you so much.
We're still in strong love.
Yes, we are. We're still in strong love. I'm just kidding.
Hanging over a sugar scoop with home. I have been looking actually cutting boards, Dave, and it's a fish cutting board. It pretty much will go on our Bimini system. I'm just trying to get myself around the idea to pay for it, but it is an awesome thing to have. I mean, you could cut one out of HDPE or any form of plastic like that and just make a platform with a bracket. I mean, maybe I'll do that if we have time.
Lekker bly net kalm, ons gaan nou braai.
I love that. And what he's saying is, good, everyone stay relaxed. We're gonna barbecue now. South African style barbecue. It was great great having you with us, Vanna. Oh, just that anchor. Oh, these Deans are known to be well set boats, and that makes her sit really well and it's calm. I mean, if you've been in a marina like PE when the swell comes through, and she handles that well, then you'll know you'll be fine because there's some serious swell in that marina. Oh, I know. That's at used parts from the US stuff.
Yeah.
Man, you guys get some amazing stuff at really good deals.
What music do you guys listen to? Oh, we did this one. Everything. Country, rock, pop, sometimes hip hop, depending who it is. R&B.
Yeah.
Everything. If we like it, we listen to it.
Yeah, so I mean, $100 steaks. I know that's a thing in America, but I've never paid
No
$100 in South
ways.
Africa. A good steak in South Africa will cost you maybe at the current exchange rate $15, and you're buying like a premium beautiful steak.
Yeah.
300 Rand, premium beautiful steak, and that's $15.
If you are a foreigner and you're coming to South Africa, the food here is not expensive at all. Our food is actually quite cheap compared to other countries.
That's what everyone says when they come here. They always say that.
I don't know
really
about.
affordable.
Well, I'm talking about first world countries. I'm not too sure about the rest, but like America, Australia,
Mozambique,
UK.
you can get a good steak if you go to the right restaurant. But if you're up north, you're gonna have a little bit of roadkill. That's good too if you're hungry. Life raft, yeah, it's going on the swim platform. It's a mission of a thing to carry around, but I think it's essential to have one. You don't know how important your life raft is until you need to use it. Yeah, but we're putting it at the back of them. We've got a little spot there. We should have bought the hard case. So if you are considering one, get a hard case life raft. And the reason for that is if you're cleaning something, the bag doesn't get as dirty. I think we bought this. We bought the soft pack one out of our cost, and it was cheaper at the time, but we're paying the price for it now. It's good for the fancy yachts where you can store it on a nice clean bunk somewhere, but yeah, not for us.
Hello from Brazil.
Hey, someone from California. San Marcos, California.
Hey, hi Dave.
$20 for a good steak in Australia. That's reasonable.
Fillet where we live is a fillet. Where we live is 1,000 Rand per kilogram.
Where the heck do you live?
Tel Aviv.
1,000 Rand a kilogram. That's wild. Cattleburn, Durbanville, best steaks in Cape Town.
I remember that.
Definitely try and check it.
Is it a good idea to look at the used life rafts?
Negative. And here's a good thing. Before we bought our life raft, we spent a lot of time by the life raft suppliers and the guys pulling it out of the bags and inflating the thing and seeing all of that. Sorry we didn't show you guys that, but that was a little bit before we started actually planning to buy one. But don't look at used life rafts. One service it's like okay, it's not bad, but the way they pack it and everything, and a lot of these companies do hold a high standard. I won't lie about that. But it's not to say that 10-year-old life raft, once they pull it, will inflate. You know, it could inflate and then it would just pop out the seams. So I'd recommend anything more than 5 years on a life raft. Really don't look at it.
Yeah.
We have a hard case weight that thing. Yeah, I know it's a clumsy thing. It's in the way, but I think the hard case is way better. The big reason for not seeing that many cats is purely out of mooring fees. Cats are expensive to moor, and therefore people tend to stay away from them. Operating and running costs on a cat are generally always double, and therefore that makes people shy away from them. But they're awesome platforms if you want to live on it and all of that. It's amazing. You got more space and all that. Just 5-pound beef fillet, 2.5 kilos.
Thank you, Lucas.
Hello from Vegas.
We'll remember that for sure. So far, we've been lucky with Uber because Uber's still running, so we can still get around and get stuff. Oh, there's no well, we wouldn't go vegan because we want to be vegan. We'll just go vegan because we ran out of meat.
It will be a short-term vegan lived life.
It's
because the freezer's empty.
Yeah, it's
But that fish is only one lure away from getting caught. So no. And yeah, everyone loves going vegan, but that's cool for them.
Each to their own.
Yeah. Man, we'd love to spend a lot more time in Cape Town and explore all these places. Are you considering SSB radio? Negative, sir. I know for the old school sailors, it used to be a big thing that you guys used to use a lot. At the moment, if you on SSB radio, you're probably chatting to a ham enthusiast that's somewhere off the coast of England, and he's just chatting to his buddy over in the Bahamas or something like that. With sat phones and EPIRBs now, we feel that that signal is getting sent directly to the place. And then not only that, if you have a SSB, you need to turn it on, you need to broadcast your thing and hope that someone's there. With an EPIRB and AIS and sat phone, you press one button and it gets delivered to the right people. So that's why I say SSB is good for just chatting to people.
What piece of equipment would you still like to add to your yacht before crossing? Well, if we have to think about it, it's pretty good that we...
I think I'm super happy with the way we got
Yeah.
everything now.
Me too.
I'm stoked. I mean, a boat's one of those things that will never be finished, and your eyes will always see something, and you'd want to do that. But I think the platform is awesome for it. We want to use it, and if our sales come through, we got new sales. I'm happy as can be, and we're hoping for many years of happy sailing.
What is happening right now with COVID prices? Boats went up. Looks like a lot of people getting ready to live permanently on the blue. What do you guys think?
Yeah. So a lot of boats went up, but some went down. It's also a lot of that fear of how do we get out of normal environment, and so people trying to boats. I think it's just like my good friend calls a knee-jerk reaction, and it'll all settle out soon. But if you have a cat today, don't worry, your money's safe. Cat prices are only going up, so that's all good.
What fun, Snook.
How much more work do you have to do on your boat? Not much. A couple of small things. If we had to really put hard into it, 1 week of work and we'd be done with everything. What boating licenses do you have? I think that's qualifications, maybe?
Yeah, I think it's qualifications.
So I'm just shy of writing my Oceanic Yacht Masters. I just need to do the exam. I've got the miles and everything done, and I just need to write the exam, and then I'm done. In South Africa, it is a requirement to have that license, but in the rest of the world, you don't need. So go enjoy it. And...
Ciao, Jan. You're welcome, Dave. I'm glad it helped you out. Oh, it's a lot of comments. No, thank you, Anton.
What's that?
When I saw how much Ricky had to study, I mean, I might do it if it's like a RYA or something.
Mm-hmm.
The one Ricky did was a SAS, and it was just so much studying.
A lot of people think South African might have lower standards in education, and when it comes to aviation, I can attest to it. Aviation and skipper's tickets, if you do it through SAMHSA, it is quite a lot tougher, and it's a lot lengthier process.
Yeah.
But so if you can try and go to an RYA, it's not recognized in South Africa at all. But if you can, do that.
Yeah. So who knows? Maybe I'll do it at a later stage. But right now, I'm not gonna do it. We don't have air conditioning on board. We have fans and stuff. Maybe at a later stage we might consider it, depending on how we are in the Bahamas.
Yeah, it depends how bakey that place
exactly.
gets.
we don't want to put it in and it's.
And we don't use it.
We don't use it.
But we do have a space to fit it, so that would and not only that, it was like starting out at like $3,000 for aircon. I'd be like, I can plug a portable one in for super cheap, and when it's done, I'll just chuck it out. So I think that's my point on aircons for our budget.
What about ASA? Well, ASA, yeah, that's just an option instead of RYA.
Yeah. Does having qualifications save insurance? Only in South Africa, as far as I know.
Well, it doesn't save. You can't you can't get.
Oh, you can't get.
shirts.
So you could get the boat insured, but you couldn't use the boat under by yourself because technically you're illegal then using the boat. So yeah, but also for passages and that, it does help with the insurance price.
Do you put music up and dance with night lights? If so, you should film it.
Yeah, we probably would, but I don't think the people that live around this area would appreciate it too much. Nick, yeah, what inspired us to do this in the first place was we have answered it. It's a couple on a Antares 44 yacht, and it's about 12, 13, 14 years ago. And you can have a look at their channel. Well, it's not their channel. They did a post for Antares.
Antares, yeah.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Thank you, safe. Thank you, safe. Stay safe. The 2 hatches in the front shield.
Yeah, it will help with the wind coming through. But the front acrylic, I don't want to compromise them by putting 2 hatches in there, especially if we got to take some big waves. In PE, we got hit by a good size 3 meter that just caught us slightly off guard, and she came right over the top. So we'll leave that solid for now.
We don't plan on staying at marinas. Marinas are expensive. If we like South Africa, you can't stay anywhere at anchor. So
well, you can. So there's like you could pull into Longabon and you could anchor out there. The problem is completely exposed to weather. Your dinghy ride would be quite a long dinghy ride. Then from there's not a marina facility right at it where you could.
But I'm talking about if you're exposed to the elements. You're not. So
South Africa's not a forgiving coastline.
Like Bahamas and stuff, you can anchor everywhere.
And we also don't accommodate for sailing liverboards as much as other places would. What else? Hello from British Columbia. Manage currency requirements using ATM in local currency. Carry a bit of dollars or exchange. So I took this tip from Delos. It's just Delos and another boat that I was on delivery with. It's just use your credit card and draw from an ATM and don't pay anything with a credit card. And that's what we're going to try and do.
Yeah.
Because of the people scamming your cards and all of that stuff. We've heard of some crazy stories where the guy had both his credit cards cleaned out when swiping in a foreign country. So we're not going to do any of that stuff. But yeah, we don't carry cash. Just, you're always changing currency. There's too much cash to carry. Do you have any other planning? Yeah, sail around the world if it allows, but we'll see. Are we allowed to fish? I assume that's here.
Yeah,
you could catch guppies. They're small little mullets and little pilchards every once in a while that get pushed in.
I don't think you're allowed to fish there either. But there's nothing really to fish.
Yeah, most ports won't allow you to fish inside the harbour, especially if it's a working port. But I know like Durban and that you can fish inside the harbour.
Are you planning to visit the Namibian coast on your way to the Caribbean? Yes, we are.
Yes. Namibia is big on our list. We'd love to see it. We haven't been there, so I think it'll be a new destination. It will be awesome to see.
Could you share some websites where one could buy cats? I don't know.
Shucks. If you asked me this question 2 years ago, I'd probably give you a list of all the ones that we checked.
Well, we just Googled.
The biggest advice I could give you is probably... although look online and then and get a relevance to what the prices are, but if you really want to get good deals, you've got to put your feet on the ground. You've got to go travel to places where generally there wouldn't be that much boating activity, which means there might be a little gem hiding somewhere there. So that would be my advice towards that if you're trying to get a good deal. Otherwise, any website online, if your budget's got it, you just go. And a tip of advice, people online or brokers are usually always overlisting the boat's price. So you got a little bit of room to wiggle there.
How's your seal friend? He's good.
Oh, Big Fatty. Yeah, he's around.
He's always there. He's either this side of the boat or this side of the boat.
And the crazy thing is he never barks at us.
He never barks at us.
But he barks at everyone else that comes by.
We walk past, he's like our watchdog, technically.
So without restocking provision, if we really had to try like really long term, we could probably do 6 to 8 months with water maker, solar, everything. We really don't. And if we're not doing long passages where we might need some diesel, but yeah, we could really be off grid for really long.
I don't see you're not outside my boat.
Yes, we are going to have live talks from time to time. We're trying to make it maybe every 6 months, every year. Now that we're sailing, we have more time, and we'd love to spend some more time with you guys. Outside your boat. Safety and pirate activities. So I keep my AK-47 shotgun and my bazooka on board all the time.
Molotov cocktails.
No, so our approach to it is just we're not kitted up for war, so I would just try and avoid pirate areas as much as possible, and that's going to be our approach to it. Although, yes, there are pirates out there.
Get a machete. We actually got one for the...
We do have a machete. A good one.
To cut the, what do you call it? Not the twine.
What?
Like when we go for hikes and stuff.
Oh yeah, to cut like the trail or whatever. We get an island and maybe find some wood. We want to do some island living. We got a machete for that.
On the beach.
That must be a Greek name.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Hello from Hellas. Brokers are like salesmen, car salesmen. Oh, for sure. Yeah. You get. They've been in the business for really long and they're really good at selling boats. I'll leave it at there. Yeah, coming to Annapolis one day. Who knows? The world is big and there's many people doing boat shows and stuff like that. So we'll see where it goes. At the moment, we just want to enjoy what we've built and have a fun time. Hey?
Yeah.
Are we going to say bye?
I think so. What's the time? 5:30.
5:30. We would definitely do a USA meetup. It's big on our list. We'd love to do a meetup in every country we stop, but it requires a lot of logistics and stuff to do. And but we're definitely.
Not that much logistics.
Are you happy with your windows that are solidly bonded? No leaks? Yep. Ours are purely bonded, and every person said what? They wouldn't last. And we've had them for over a year now. No leaks. If you do it right, you're not going to have a problem. We did a lot of research into bonding those windows like that. I wouldn't have taken a chance if it didn't hold. And we tested one, if you don't remember, that we broke out. Thanks so much, Glenn.
Thanks,
much
Trina.
appreciated.
I need that coffee.
And
Moses is still in PE.
Yeah.
And
we still help him out every once in a while.
And he's also working on helping other people on their boats. And he's actually working for the marina half and half now too, helping them clean up there. And yeah, so he's doing well.
Both amazing job. Do you ever get negative comments? Yeah, we've had one or two, but we don't really let us phase us. I mean, life has some sour people. We don't focus on that. We just focus on the amazing people that are there, and that's all that it is.
Exactly.
What generator do we have? We don't. I sold our generator.
We sold it.
We needed the money, so we sold it. But we really don't need it anymore. With the lithium setup and with the chargers that we've got, we've been super happy. It'll be a great extra to have, but we don't need one.
Oh, thanks so much. Much appreciated. So check your pee-pee. Check your pee-pee. Oh. Sounds bad. Check your pee-pee. Lift a little bit for whatever you need.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Did the duct tape work for removing the film? No.
No, we
no.
actually had to get
Adhesive remover from
Maisie
Plastics, which is a guy that supplies the acrylic. They've got a film remover, and that's the only stuff that even helped. Nothing else worked. Paraffin, all of those other homemade tricks, nothing worked, and that's the only stuff that did work. And
we did end up scratching the windows a little bit, but not too much.
Not much. It could be buffed out.
Yeah, but yeah, it worked. So. Get through lockdown, work. We still got work to do. Once it's done, then probably.
Oh, work on other boats.
Yeah, well,
we've got two projects lined up, so we'll be busy.
So an edit.
Yeah.
We're still generally keeping quite.
It hasn't
busy.
really felt like lockdown for us because we've been busy throughout.
I mean, the beginning we just chilled. We didn't do anything, but that's because we were just so tired.
Yeah.
But now, we just carry on working.
Gustav, yes, we did consider going electric. If you watch this video again, you'll see our opinion about it. It's just too expensive. Awesome.
I don't have any plants on the boat. I want to get like mint.
Where do we have this plant?
It's fake. Don't let Ricky fool you.
See? Cactus. And you never need to water it. It always stays green year round. It's fantastic.
It's not a cactus.
Whatever that thing is.
I don't know what that thing is anyway. But yeah. So I think we're going to say goodbye.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Hope you guys have an awesome weekend. And spend some time with your family. Enjoy lockdown as much as you can, and watch some more of our older YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And we'll catch up with you guys again. And thanks so much for spending your time with us, or the hour and a half that we've had. All the best to you guys, and thanks again for spending the 2 years that we've had together.
Yeah, geez, it's been long, but it was awesome having you guys along for the journey. It made it a lot easier on us, having the awesome comments you guys always left us and encouraging words. So we do appreciate it a lot. And thank you to everyone who has made donations to us via the Super Chat and PayPal. Yeah. We appreciate it a lot too.
Yeah.
Words can't describe how much it means to us.
Thank you so much to all of you. And it's also maybe one topic I want to raise right at the end. I know that some people don't like ads on the videos, but if you understand, that's the only way that this can somehow offset the money we spend to put software on our laptops to upload videos, and upload costs to buy data and upload those videos. So every time you check an ad, just watch it through for us. And yeah, that's how we keep on supporting these videos, and we can keep on making videos. Once we get the channel big enough, it might be something that we can afford it one day through other means, and then we can shut down the ad revenue. Who knows? It's not an option at the moment, but we'll see where it goes. You guys take care, and God bless. All the best.
And another way that you guys can support our videos is by liking our videos, as well as sharing our videos on your Facebook pages or to your friends, or however you feel like sharing it. That is a way you can help support us.
Ciao, guys.
So
take care.
Well.
And
Ciao,
all the best.
ciao.
Ciao.
Woo! I can't do that because it's live. Ciao, ciao.
Well, it depends how long I take to switch it off.
Maybe it takes long. Maybe it won't work. Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know which button to press.
Now you guys can just see me.
Yep. I don't know how to switch it off.
You switched off the previous one. Okay, I'm going to flip you guys so Ricky can...
Wait. Yeah. I got it.
Oh, never mind.